Well, how you guys doing out there? Canning some meat. It takes a while because meat. This is a hind quarter leg there from the buck that I shot their last gun season. I've been thawing out a piece at a time, processing, canning, making burger, getting some roast ready, so I have it all going. So I'm just going to sit here until some people show up. I think I'm the only one in here so far. 11:57, so everybody's probably at lunch, and my wife's probably going to give me a call here within a half an hour. So let's just see how this stuff goes. So if you're a vegan, don't watch. Oh, I got somebody's out there. Type something. Wonder if it's my wife is online now. It's like if it is, that's what I'm doing is I'm taking this to this, two chunks, putting it in a grinder, and ending up with some canned burger. Okay, I'm asked. Blue Healer, how you guys doing? It's a cold, crappy weather again, so I'm trying to be productive today. And the last time I did a video, I was loading bullets, and this time, why not? Just go as I'm processing some burger. Is the sound coming through okay? Just let me know. And neither of you guys are vegetarians, right? Or vegans. If you are, it's like, okay, but just a warning. Yeah, it is a good time to camp. Did you hear what Trump put out yesterday? This whole thing can go last 18 months. Raining, yeah. Know what? I'm asked. You can't hear me? Because if you can't hear me, it's kind of a pointless live chat. Hey, Adonir, how's things down under? Is it getting silly there too? Our president told us this whole thing could last 18 months. I'm lucky because I live out here in farm country. I got a dairy farm. Right, well, I don't have it. My neighbors have it. Dairy farm over here. They get about 3,000 head of cattle, so I don't have to worry about milk, cheese. I'll have to make the cheese. I'll have to make the butter from its raw, but it'll be raw milk. Six to seven deer a year. That's a lot of deer, and that's yeah. A lot of people talk about it's like I've had experiences where deer taste gamey, but I've learned if you cut off all the fat, and when you cook it, it tastes just like regular beef. You leave the fat on it and the glands in it, yeah, then you're going to get. I couldn't even eat something like that. Oh, and if you're living in town, well, hey, you can can too. Just let me pull this over. The evil pressure canner. You can, if, you get meat, go to a butcher shop where you buy in bulk, get better meat and better prices. Or if you hunt like me, you can go out in the woods and get your own. But the quarts, I will pressure can for 90 minutes. The pints, it takes 60 minutes. And all I got to do is just put a dab of salt in there. Hey, 101, what's going down there, brother? Or over there? Somebody has contracted the CZ virus very bad. And I can say that I had a little bit of a part in that. And I can't wait till you get down here again, 101. And I got a whole new setup down there. Set up steels, but also got a place for set targets just to practice. I went, hey Keith, I went to our local gun shop. It was Wednesday. I don't know if this is Thursday or Friday. I've been retired, so I don't know. But I went up there and they told me the day before, two of their stores had lines that went out the door around the store, and they would only let 4 people in at a time as 4 people left. The main store where I live, people would just come in with the baskets and just rake in the ammo, and they sold 351 guns just at the one store. A lot of panic buying. Well, needless to say, they had all the 9mm, 45, 223, and everything wiped out on Tuesday. I went in Monday morning just to get some reloading stuff. They had pallets of 9mm at the normal price. It was like $11.70 roughly per box of 50. So, yeah. And the place was really not even crowded the next day. Got past that big panic buy. I went in, got my reloading stuff. Get that notification out of the way. And Scotsman stopped. He stopped in, got some reloading stuff he wanted. So we're good on that. So now today's concentration, once again, just prepping for long-term food. Hey, Carl, it's Thursday. Thank you. It's your birthday. Okay, you guys, sing him happy birthday out there. Carl, listen up. They're going to sing you happy birthday. I've been singing happy birthday, washing my hands for the last week, except I do it the Marilyn Monroe because I want to bug my wife and kids when I can, just to annoy them. Okay, fire about gone on firearms. So glad I always have. Yeah, trust in the Lord, number one, but to protect the innocent, widows and orphans, our job as Christians out there. Take care of your family, your friends, help them out. Some people come up with comments about, you live out in the country, what's to keep somebody from coming and sniping you from the woods? Well, if they're going to do it, they're going to do it. You can't live in fear and worry. But it's like this. I know my next door neighbor. I know what he's like. It's good qualities, his bad qualities. My neighbor down here, actually Saturday, it was a decent, nice day out here. And everybody was out sighting in their guns or just shooting pistols and relaxing. And I went to school with these people. And if it's somebody new that moved in, I went over, met them, said hi, and let them know who I was. If they needed something, boom, here I am. And got that relationship going with them. So most of everybody else, I dated them. I ran with them in school. They're related. So, and that's what it's like out here. So if you ever had the chance to move out to the sticks, do it. I mean, if you're a decent person, stuff like that, you're going to end up meeting your neighbors and people around the first year you're here. Oh, okay. Well, cool. Well, my range is still open. It's kind of nice. That's another benefit of living out in the country. Sometimes you don't even have to leave your house to shoot your gun. You just open the window. That's how I grew up. Big groundhogs or something running around. Open the window, get them. More dog food. That's some. Why is people making this run on toilet paper? And if they have pets, why aren't they concentrating on dog food? If all the dog food runs out in the store, I don't have to worry because growing up, we had beagles. We fed them groundhogs. We'd just go out, skin them, clean them, skin them, chop them up into the pieces, and give them to the dogs. These dogs live 16 to 18 years and never had issues. And with the trimmings from here, I'm making actually not only food for me, but food for our dogs. Try not to waste anything. But now, doesn't that just look like a roast? Well, let me get to the thing. It's a roast. It was on a deer leg. So, you guys, anybody got any questions? If anybody value my stupid opinion about anything? Yeah, if you can move out of the city, do it. Okay, you got the higher concentration. I mean, if you go statistically as far as crimes go per capita, you got the same amount of crime that happens in the country as you do in the city because I mean, the city like Philadelphia, you have 6,000 people living within 2 to 4 blocks. So that's a lot of people. So you're gonna have more actual crime, but per capita it's going to be the same as out in the country. Out here, per mile, a mile you could have only 40 people. And if one of them's a criminal, those other 39 people know who it is. Problem solved. Never too late. There's homes selling in the small town up the road from me for under $20,000, and they are habitable. Yeah, you're gonna have to put some paint on them, but you invest that little bit of money in it. I seen a house that went up for auction in the other town that's 8 miles from me. It went for $8,000, and the guy just rehabbed it, and now it's a multi-level or multi. It's a rental unit for multi-families. Are blocks a standard size? Must be a question from somebody else from Adonir. I'm not concentrating on my cutting now, and I don't want to cut myself. I've literally put this knife through my thumb before, like that. I've cut myself here. I've got a lot of scars on my hand, but that's one thing I've always got to make sure is pay attention. Any of you guys ever know what a V-sharp is? Sharpening knives. I got this thing a couple years ago, and the thing works. It works so well when you do put the knife through your hand. It don't hurt. The stitches hurt, but actually just doing that, so you just grab a rag and take care of it. But yes, our president said this is going to take 18 months, most likely. So we're going to see more things coming from our government, and who knows what that's going to be. I know where you have large concentrations of people that aren't used to doing this type of thing, and I mean, this is becoming a lost art for mainstream. Just learning how to can not just meat but vegetables and having a garden. You got your homeowners associations that won't even let you grow food on your own land. And I lived in San Diego. I lived in just out, south of the Beltway from DC. Well, I've been around while I've been in the Navy, lived in different places and seen how homeowners associations are, and it's crazy. I've seen what it's like living in town, even the suburbia of town. And as long as everything's going, and functioning, yeah, that's cool. But people there, they don't really know their neighbors. If you grew up on that street, so your kids are gonna know the neighbor kids. So if your kids live on that street, they're gonna end up knowing more people when they live there than you ever did. But out here, that's already been going, and somebody new comes in. Trust me, we want to meet them, we want to know them, and if the good, decent people, help them out. what I'm doing now is you don't want to eat this part. This is what they call silver. It's tendon. It's what the Indians would dry out to make string with, that they would keep the arrowheads tied onto the flint tied onto the shaft for the arrows. This is the stuff that I make the dog treats with. I just cook it up real quick. Put it in a Tupperware, good to go. Hey, there's Pops. Blue. Oh, Blue Healer? Okay. There's a Blue out there. I'm wondering how he's doing because I haven't seen hide nor hair of that guy forever, and he was a pretty great guy. Do you guys know your local sheriffs? Have you met them? Some of these stupid laws that are coming effect, it would be a good thing to know your local law enforcement and who they are. Because if anybody ever red flags you on these crazy, stupid red flag laws, you're not going to have to worry about them busting down your door at 2 in the morning. But if you know them and they know you, they're going to give you a call. It just all depends on how well you can have good, relations with other people. Scott from Insight Freedom. I just found out, and it's a real bummer that for some, there's that, this whole thing that's going around that I won't have the opportunity to be meeting some more people Friday. But, well, it is what it is. Pops. Roast. Yeah. From this to this to this. It's my buck. Now I'm just starting to repeat the same thing. So this is Thursday. Boy, a lot of you guys must work from home. I know I do. I don't have a choice anymore. But I do. I make the most of it that I can. Yeah, Pops, that's that buck that I shot last year. I went and quartered it up, and then I put it in the freezer, and now I'm taking it out a piece at a time so I can process it correctly and do it right by just one piece at a time and not have to worry about any meat spoilage. Well, like when I was in the Navy, I was an aviation survival equipmentman, and the techs and the electricians that worked on the plane, their favorite saying was, "You can work with your mind or you can work with your back." They chose to work with their mind, and that's a pretty good saying. Not everybody's equipped and imaginative where they can work with their mind all the time. So and there's nothing wrong with working your back, because I've done both. Not anymore, because my back is trashed. So I got to work with not poking my knife in my. I got to work with my mind instead of that, and just be productive and just try to do a little bit at a time. Lunch break. Hey, Ridge Life. And I can either just stand here and talk to my dogs, or just seeing what's going on here. I figured for this one here, I'll stay on for 25 minutes. It's 19 and a half minutes right now into it. So I'll stick around for another 5 minutes while I'm cutting up deer meat. I can wash my hands here, turn my computer around. You can watch me grind some up into burger. Hey, it's my channel. I do what I want. Okay. Move the coffee. Got my pan. Here's some of the trimmings that I got done so far. I've diced onion before. I've put bacon in it and ran it through. But really, you can do all that stuff when you go to make your final meal. So I just want to keep it simple. I should have named this How to Get Rid of a Body. Where's my thing? There it is. All right, it's going to go loud. Just kidding. I know. Hey, yeah. Burger. Burger from here to there to there. Spaghetti sauce, chili. Meat for lasagna. Whatever. Hey, 101. Yeah, you got to get back to work. You be good, man. Are you getting bored of me now? I would. Got about. I've almost got this here meat all off of here. Where'd I throw my knife? Ah. So once I got all the meat off, that'll be the final part when I just go ahead, grind up a burger. I'll brown it, and then I gotta sterilize my jars, put them in my pressure cooker, and that's meals. Oh man, Pops didn't give me a thumbs down. Ooh, there's a bloody spot. Don't put the blood in the meat. That's nasty. The blood in the meat, put it over in the trimmings for the dogs to eat. So is anything else new going out there in the world? In your local area that's stupid? Inquiring minds want to know. We're all bored right now because most of us are in self-quarantine and what have you. Oh, another thing about canning this, if you got the virus and you can this, the pressure cooker kills it, so it's safe to eat later. You don't have to worry about exposing anybody for processing your own meat. All right, well, it's 24:30 on this. I'm going to go, that way I can concentrate on this knife because I don't feel like cutting myself. I went in, I got all my prescriptions updated, and it's being mailed to me from the VA. So I don't have to worry about that stuff, because if things do go bad, you're going to want things like your prescriptions. And just make sure, if you got elderly parents like I do, that all their stuff is updated. And just be proactive, taking care of things. Because when it comes time when you need it, and you didn't think about it already, well, scratch that one off. But be proactive. Look at your meds, look at your family's meds, make sure all that's in. Do little things from day to day to extend what you got in your cupboards. So you got food. So you got shelter, food, heat, water. I don't have to worry about water. I got 2 huge springs here that you drink right out of it. All right. Well, this is Daniel, and I'm out. And thank you all for stopping by. Yes, I'm ending.